My colleagues, since the Individual with Disabilities in Education Act idea was authorized, we have failed to meet our commitment to fund 40% of the additional cost associated with the education of students with special needs. Nobody knows that better than the distinguished chairman, who has offered time and time again back in the days when the deficits and the debt and the funding was not so severe, full funding of IDEA. And I joined him. So it was the odd couple, Harkin Roberts, who really proposed full funding of IDEA on many occasions, and more especially with the Vote-A-Rama. And it's the granddaddy of unfunded mandates. Now, my point is, as long as this funding shortfall continues, I think it is critically important for Congress to avoid creating a new program, and yes, race to the top is my topic. It has been put forth too quickly in my view and without sufficient review. It was created in the 2009 stimulus package. It is a competitive grant program that provides federal money to states that enact plans to improve student performance. But it does take funding from other programs, including the chronically underfunded IDEA. But yet we have yet to see whether the RTT actually promotes increased student achievement. It seems very premature to fully implement Race to the Top, especially when the grantees already receiving awards have been granted more than 24 timeline extensions. Why? Well, according to a June 2011 GAO report on Race to the Top, officials in 20 states that were interviewed reported that applying for Race to the Top did require a significant amount of time and effort. One state official estimated her state spent at least 4,000 hours in preparing their application. I do not have another book here from Candace, but it was 350 pages, and Candace said no thank you. States receiving funding also reported a variety of challenges, including hiring qualified staff and complex state contracting requirements, lengthy documentation. So while educators understood the role of competition in education, codification of RTT does put small and rural school districts at a very disadvantage. By the way, I was rural before rural was cool. I do not believe the federal government should be mandating a one-size-fits-all education reform agenda by proposing a financial reward system in order to force states to make changes deemed worthwhile by the Department of Education. I have a very good friend, Dr. Jerry Wiest, former superintendent of the Montgomery County Schools, who did an unbelievable job in moving Montgomery County from the bottom to the top in major indexes, and he said a major failing of the Race to the Top teacher evaluation system is that it is being imposed from above rather than being developed by the teachers and administrators who will use it. People don't tear down what they help build. Let me just say that my amendment is supported by the American Association of School Administrators, who flock into my office, and when I visit them in Topeka, who say we had problems with the No Child Left Behind, now we got the same kind of problems with Race to the Top. In closing, let me say, as the late George Jones said, the race is on and the winner loses all.
Here it is.